Hi artists, welcome back to another day of doodling. We are going to be drawing a picture of a cat today. We actually have 3 cats at home. I think they're probably all upstairs sleeping right now, otherwise I'd get some pictures of them. So I have a real simple drawing. We'll go step by step and you can make it into any kind of cat you want yours to be. So let me get set up and we'll get started. As you can see, I have my paper all ready to go. Just like yesterday, I'm going to be drawing with a marker so you can see a little bit easier, but you can draw with whatever you have at home, pencil, crayons, markers, that's really up to you. All right, so we're ready to go. I'm going to start today with the cat's nose, right a little above middle. And just like before, we talked a little bit about if you happen to run off the page, not a big deal. You just have it go off the page and it looks like it's a little bit bigger, and that's okay. If you have a lot of room left over, then you can create a background for your cat. That's going to be up to you. All right, so a little above middle, I'm going to start with, let's say a kind of a C shape, just like that. And then a backward C on the other side. There we go. And those are going to be the cat's cheeks. So I'm going to draw a line in the middle and a little almost triangle up top, and that will be the cat's nose. If you want, you can go ahead and color that in. And I'm going to give a few little dots on the cheeks and some big whiskers coming out. There we go. Up above, I'll just do 2 little dots for eyes. You can make your eyes however you want. If you like to have bigger circle eyes, you could certainly have your cat have big eyes. Maybe you like to have eyes that look more like footballs, a little more realistic cat eyes. That's completely up to you. I'm making mine a little more cartoony looking. So let's see, from this point, I'm going to give my cat's face. So I'm looking at a big, almost a U shape around the bottom. And if you want to make it a solid line, you can. If you want a little zigzag to make it look a little furry, that's okay too. I'm giving my little zigzag to make it look just like a little bit of a furry cat. Toward the top, I can draw my upside down V's, and those will be my cat's ears, and then a line connecting them. Inside my V's, I'm going to make a smaller V just to show the inside of the ear, and if you want to make it a complete triangle, you can do that. That's up to you. There we go. Now my cat's face is just about finished, but I think it should probably have a collar. Under the chin, I'm going to go with a straight line across, and I'm going to turn that straight line into a really skinny rectangle. There we go. If you want, you could even add a little circle in the side to make it look like your cat has a bell on its collar. And inside that circle, I'm going to make a plus sign. There we go. Now, I think I should probably add my cat's body. I'm going to start with drawing 2 lines down from the collar, and those will be the front legs of the cat. Just like before, you can choose to have it a solid line or a little wiggly to make it look furry. Since the top is furry, I'll do a little wiggly here too. Not too much, just a little bit. All the way down. And you can make it as tall or as short as you want. It depends if you have a tall cat or a really short cat. At the bottom of these lines, I'm going to make an oval. And remember, an oval is kind of like a circle that someone stepped on and squished. There we go, my kitty's feet. Inside, 2 little lines that are curved to make it look like the cat's toes. There we go. From here, I'm going to draw the inside of the legs. And for this, I just do a line that goes up and stops. Draw up and stop. There we go. Because this cat's going to be sitting down, and so the bottom of the cat, you pretty much see the whole belly right here in the center part. Between the 2 feet, just a small little line that will show where it's sitting on the floor. Then we're going to put some legs out on the side. I'm going to start about in the middle of this straight line. And from here, I'm going to draw out and down with a little bump on the end. And bring it in. There we go. I'll do the same thing on this side. Start around the middle of this outside leg line. Come out and around for the back feet. And let's see, maybe I'll put some toes in here too. There we go. Now, my cat still needs a tail, one of those long squiggly tails. So up from the bottom, either side, you choose. I'm just going to draw a long wiggly line. And right beside it, another long wiggly line that goes the same direction. Almost looks like a wiggly road. And then a little curve to connect it. All right, so there's my cat. If you want to add some other details like stripes, I could certainly add a few stripes on the tail if I want. And if you see when I do this, I'm just adding little curved triangles. They almost look kind of like teeth in a way. I could add the same thing to the face if I want to give it some stripes, or to the body, just here and there. And again, this is completely a choice. You could have yours completely solid, and that would be just great too. You choose what your cat's going to look like. Now I have my cat just kind of floating here in the middle of my paper. One thing I like to do to kind of finish my pictures off is make it look like it's sitting on something. So I'm going to start up about the middle of the back leg and draw a line off to the edge of the paper. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Start about in the middle of the back leg and draw a line off the paper. Now it looks like my cat's sitting on something. You can choose what that is. Maybe it's the floor, maybe it's a bed, maybe it's a windowsill. You get to use your imagination and decide where your cat is sitting. Now I have some other lines back here. Maybe I'll see if I can turn those into something, part of my beautiful oops, and then I'll give it some coloring. I hope you enjoyed our cat drawing today. I'll hopefully see you again tomorrow, and we'll try a drawing of something new. So long.